I'm Julie Krozik, Director of the Elder Financial Safety Center. Shield Our Seniors is an app that was designed for law enforcement, first responders, and all professionals working with older adults. What led to the idea and development of the app was the many conversations I had over the years with first responders and law enforcement about the need for resources when working with older adults. The process for creating Shield Our Seniors was collaborative. We put a team together from the Senior Source, University of North Texas at Dallas College of Law, the District Attorney's Office, law enforcement, and other first responders. Once our team was formed, we created and distributed a survey for all professionals, including law enforcement, to gauge their interest in the app. We had to have their buy-in for Shield Our Seniors, and we had it. 95% of professionals said that not only did they want the app, it could benefit them in their work. Once we got their buy-in, we created a prototype and we shared that with a diverse group of professionals. We took their feedback, we created better content, and I'm happy to say Shield Our Seniors is now published on the App Store and Google Play.
I'm Cheryl Watley. I am Director of Experiential Education and Professor of Law at UNT Dallas College of Law. It was important to have College of Law students involved in the development of this app for a number of reasons. Number one, obviously they're interested in the legal issues, and so it helped them see how the connection between what they're studying and the community. It was important to me to be able to give my students the opportunity to really connect with a highly recognized nonprofit organization like the Senior Source, and certainly the financial crimes area, because that is something that they may well encounter both in their representation of clients as well as their continued community work.
My name is Kinsey Stango. I'm an elder abuse prosecutor at the Dallas County District Attorney's Office. It was extremely important for the DA's office to be involved in this collaboration in the development of the app, because as prosecutors, we see the final result of these investigations. Unfortunately, sometimes by the time we get these cases, if the evidence isn't collected at the beginning, the cases aren't near as strong, a year or so later, unfortunately. So I think with our collaboration, with our input, it's going to better help law enforcement, first responders know what they need to get initially at the onset to have more successful prosecutions at a later time. Including the state statutes in the app is so beneficial for law enforcement and first responders because they're the ones that are having to go out into the community. They're the ones that are having to go out, make an assessment of a situation, make quick decisions. And so having those statutes on what's a crime and what isn't a crime right there in the palm of their hand will better aid them in doing that. We're hoping that this app will be impactful for law enforcement in just being able to recognize abuse, neglect, and exploitation. If the people on the front lines aren't able to pick up those subtle telltale signs of neglect, abuse, then our elder population isn't going to get the help that they need.
I'm Jared Gilstrap. I'm the outreach paramedic with Dallas Fire and Rescue. I think having the SOS app on our phones will allow us to properly get the information needed to assess the patients in a quick and efficient manner. I had a colleague of mine who benefited greatly from using the app. He had a lady actually that was being financially exploited, and he was able to easily get the information on the phone, figure out what statutes were needed, and then he also relayed that information over to APS, which allowed us to help the lady more efficiently. I've got nothing but positive feedback coming from the firemen in the field. They've said that the app allowed them to quickly assess the information. Even if they didn't understand something, they could go to the definition section and read over and what that specifically stated, and then they can regurgitate that information out to the people that were there on scene.
I think it's very important that the app is called Shield Our Seniors, and it has the acronym SOS, because what it demonstrates is two things. Number one, we want to try to prevent abuse, neglect, and exploitation. But if it's going on, we want to bring help. And thus it is Shield Our Seniors in the first place, but then SOS, get them help in the second place.
We hope the app will protect the elderly by helping all professionals working with older adults be able to identify, reduce, and report elder abuse and fraud more quickly. It is the go-to resource for professionals in the community working with older adults to help end financial abuse and protect our older adults in the Dallas community.